Nick Owens here. Today I'm joined by Rob Font, who won't be fighting in Boston. He'll instead be fighting 2 weeks earlier, headlining UFC Nashville versus Cory Sandhagen. Rob, always a pleasure, my man. How are things for you today?
Good, man. It's good. It's been a little crazy this week. Doing a bunch of scrambling. Had to hurry up and get a bunch of medicals done. Obviously had to switch up a couple of sparring partners and training partners, and but obviously we're doing the best we can as far as obviously the short notice, but we got the right looks. Medicals are good. We got to get one more thing done, but ready to rock, ready to go. Believe we're booking our flights today for Nashville, and after that, it's just got 1 week, get prepared, leave Thursday, get out there, try to enjoy Nashville as much as possible before the fight, and then go out there and, go win a fight.
I know it's been a crazy week because you don't normally leave me hanging, but you left me hanging yesterday when we were meant to record. So I can tell that you've had a lot on your plate. What has the last couple of days been like? Give me an overall reaction to the change itself.
Bro, I took a longest nap yesterday. It was crazy. I feel like yesterday it was nonstop. I had blood work in the morning, then I trained, and then had to take the baby. I forgot what we did. We just kind of like did a bunch of errands, and I came back, and then I was out. Didn't wake up till like I think I want to say like 7:30. Missed a call with you. Then I got a massage, and I think it didn't really hit me as I was getting a massage. Like, oh shit! And then yeah, but then I woke up, felt good this morning, back on track, we're back in routine. I feel like I needed that little chaos. Yeah, but I feel good. I'm back, man. I'm back. I'm ready to rock. I'm excited. It's just I keep smiling because it's like this is such a dope ass opportunity. There's so much more upside to this fight. Obviously, fight over fighting song. So I'm excited. Still a dangerous fight, just dangerous in different ways. Yeah, right here, another main event, Nashville. It's just I can't complain, man.
Well, you say another main event, but let's be frank, this may in some ways feel like your first main event because you've had three inside the Apex where you'll have a couple of hundred, attendees. So does that feel any different that you're going to go into a main event like in a sold out arena?
I guess I didn't really think about it that way. Yeah, I guess it's like actually gonna be like a full crowd. So it'll be a mix of like my first main event and mixing with a full crowd. So yeah, it's a little different, but I think it's gonna be just a lot more energy walking out, a lot more energy, getting to feel that energy once I win this fight. So it's nothing but pros.
No, 100%. Can you give me a little bit of a walkthrough of the last few days? Give me a timeline of, say, when you heard about the potential of this fight, and just give me an overall timeline of what kind of how it all went
So I
down.
believe it was, I want to say Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Boxing. I'm at the boxing gym. Tyson comes by. And usually he's not there unless we're sparring. Usually not there at the boxing gym. Usually I see him Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Unless we're sparring, then he'll be at the boxing gym. But we weren't sparring this Thursday. He was just there. I'm like, all right, whatever. Say what's up. We talk. And then I get to training, get to do my thing, warm up, hit the bag, finally jump into the ring, hit pads, finish that. And then as I'm taking everything off, he just hits me with the news. He's like, all right, song is out, but also Umar is also out at the same time. I know it's 2 weeks, but Sean's offering the main event slot. And I was like, what? Repeat that? Do it again? He broke it down again. I was like, and so I didn't want to rush into it. So I sat down, we talked, came back to my house, talked to Kathy, got her opinion, talked to Jake, got his opinion, and just kind of like started breaking it down. And then we went back to the UFC with an offer. They hooked us up. They said yes to a couple things, no to a couple things, and then the fight got made. Now we're here, baby, Nashville, another main event in front of a crowd this time, like you said. So I can't. It's like everything just keeps getting better and better, man.
No, you seem, we speak on a weekly basis, and this is probably the most beaming I've seen you in the last couple of months. I don't mean that in a bad way. What I mean is I can see how the excitement has gone up. You were excited about the song fight. I could tell that, but there seems like a little bit of an extra pep in your step. Does it feel a little bit more exciting to you, this whole opportunity?
Yeah, it's a scary fight. It gets me going. This guy is beating everybody I've lost to. So this is in a way like it's like in a way a rematch in a way for me. If I can go out there and beat him, and obviously this is just playing and make math. Like I kind of get those wins back. It's kind of like He's smart. You can tell he's dedicated to the sport. He doesn't make a bunch of mistakes. He seems real focused to whatever he wants to do. Is stick to his game plan, and he's tough, man. You've seen him in a couple bad spots that he just kind of like stugs through it and just gets the job done. So everywhere, well rounded, lengthy. Like probably, probably if not longer, if not same reach as me as well. So it's kind of like this is everywhere a tough fight, but I think a fight that I'm prepared for, I'm ready for, and I'm ready for at this stage of my career, and I just think this is one of those opportunities that like you just can't turn down, because this puts me right back into that conversation of the ultimate goal, which is wearing that strap.
Yeah, no, 100%. Obviously, you mentioned there you found out on Thursday, so that gives you about just over 2 weeks to prepare. Well, how does preparation change now? Because as we mentioned, you've got 2 weeks less until fight night. How does preparation change? What is the next kind of couple of weeks like for you?
Yeah, obviously it's more about just obviously just preparing everything, because he's so well rounded that it's just get prepared for everything. Try not to get like too into detail of what he's about to do. Obviously, I'm gonna work on what I want to do. Respect and obviously I'm obviously gonna watch tape and all that, but respect his ability and everything he's done, but I'm not gonna go too deep into him and focus too much on him. So I say this is my fight, this is my opportunity, this is my fight to win. So I'm gonna go out there and drill and practice what I want to do, but respectfully being aware of how dangerous and being on point with what he does well, which is a lot. The footwork, the lateral movement, the long range weapons, and he can wrestle. So it's kind of like it's a fight that I got to break his rhythm quick. I got to make sure he never gets into the fight, and then just be smart when and pick my spots when not to fight. So there's some work that we got ahead of us, but it's something that I feel like myself and my team could easily handle.
Obviously, it would have been a different fight if you both had full camps for each other, but as part of this, especially you coming on a short notice, you having less time, you having to fight the 2 more rounds, is part of the tactic, making it a fight, making it a scrap.
Yeah. Yes and no. We could go that way. We could also like maybe not do too much in the first 2 rounds and make it a 3-round fight. We can kind of take that route as well. It's easy to say, but I might just get in there and just start going too. So it's like we'll see. With him, it seems like he likes to download and read. See, but I'm also expecting him to maybe even shoot with the first round as well. So it's like it's more, again, the respected and knowing that he can do it all. So just living in that moment and being prepared and reacting and making him react to me is more important than actually trying to conserve and make him trying to get tired. He's a real seems like a real dedicated professional. He's not gonna he seems like he's real, like tactical and strategic, that he's not going to just sit there and brawl with me, so he'll be moving. So I also don't want to be chasing him around. So it's more of like, again, like doing what I want to do, conserving energy in spots where I need to conserve, and then obviously exploding and making it a dirty 30/technical fight at the same time when the opportunity presents itself. And I think the trick with him is going to be more making him make more mistakes than usual. He doesn't seem like a guy that just makes mistakes. We're going to have to draw that out of him, and then that's going to be on me. So it's going to be how creative I can get, and then obviously countering and going first and all that. But just like making sure that he never gets comfortable and I get comfortable pretty quick.
Stylistically, in what ways is this a different style matchup to the original Song fight?
I would say Song has obviously a lot more power, but Cory's, I would say, a little more technical as far as the clean straight shots mixed in with obviously the hooks and the knees and the elbows and the kicks. He's probably a little more trickier as far as grappling style. It seems like Song's more like that wrestler, heavy on top. Where Sandhagen, he's a little more still wrestling, but more jiu-jitsu based, where he's going to mix in a lot more leg attacks, a lot more chokes. So to take it back. So it's definitely a whole different fight. But as far as experience and how tough these guys are, it's similar because it's like in the UFC, they're all going to be tough. They're all going to be experienced, and they all fought the who's who. So it's like in a sense, it's not kind of the same fight that way, but obviously totally different body styles, movement, and power as well.
Talking about the original matchup, as we mentioned, you were meant to fight in your hometown. Is it hometown? Would you classify that as?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Because I know you live in a different spot currently, but your hometown of Boston. Obviously, you mentioned the news that Song was already off the card, so technically, if the Sandhagen fight wasn't made, you would be off Boston anyway. But how hard was it moving from Boston to Nashville?
Man, honestly, it sucked, but it wasn't like I haven't fought in the Garden before, so it's like it wasn't that bad. And then I'm a sucker for traveling, so it was like, hey, like I try to take the positives and not dwell too much on the negatives. Like, hey, new town, I get to bring my daughter to a new state, and obviously Kathy's all hyped up. She's already got her country playlist going, and she actually goes to a country concert tonight. So she's all hyped up. She's ready. She's already online Googling all the new restaurants and whatever, places that we're going to go check out afterwards. We're going to take full advantage of this, get excited. Another main event, another big spot, you know what I'm saying, and an opportunity to come change our lives. So, let's go Tennessee, baby.
100%. I did want to mention Emerald because I wasn't 100% with the short notice if she'd be flying out, but technically she's 1-0 as a lucky charm. She's 1-0 as a lucky mascot. So I presume you've got to take her and keep that winning record.
100%. We definitely, obviously, like I don't see me going anywhere without them. So they're there. I'm fighting. They're fighting. They're right there with me. So it's I want to be able to kind of provide that lifestyle that where I'm at, my kids are at. That's just we're on the road, being it for out of country, out of state, like they're right there with me.
What do you, obviously you're not looking past Sandy, you're not looking past the 5th of August, but what do you see on the horizon post W with this one? What do you think this fight does for you in terms of the bantamweight division?
Again, it puts me right back into that conversation. It's perfect because obviously they'll have that fight in Boston, that title shot. I'll be there, man. So again, I got to take care of
We'll
business.
be there, Rob. We'll be there.
We'll be there. You're saying so. We'll be there. So I got to go out there, take care of business, and then get that title shot. Do everything impossible to get to that title shot. So, and if not, obviously the number one contender. But I think a big win, big finish, puts me right there.
Obviously, as you mentioned, you'll be there, UFC 292, Aljamainsterling versus Sean O'Malley. We obviously haven't got to our predictions for that fight. We'll probably preview that on the podcast in a couple of weeks' time. But right here, right now, what is your overall prediction for the bantamweight title fight in Boston?
Definitely want to look at it a little bit more, but my first and natural gut instinct wants to go with the champ. I can see him getting hurt in the first 2 rounds, coming in with like a knee or him backing up and getting hit with a kick or something like that. Sean's smooth. He understands range very well. But it's like, I think Aljo is just so dominant and so dedicated to just getting to the legs, getting to the cage, getting to the back that he only needs to do it once or twice. And it's a long night for anybody because you don't just shake him off and get back to your feet. Some people I feel like, like just have like just that that crazy pressure to where even if they're not submitting you, they're at least on you to where you don't just shake them off and it's hard and you just lose round. He has a real good job of just, if he doesn't put you away, at least riding out the clock, and he doesn't get hit much either. Real clean. He has an awkward style, so it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. So, but I think I'm going with the champ on this one.
In terms of your career, is it a better thing if Aljamain wins because he's talked about moving up to 145, and then that would obviously leave a vacant title? You would like to think the winner of yourself and Cory might be one half of that vacant title. So do you think it's strategically for your division and for your position, is it better if Aljo wins this fight?
Yes and no.
Can you not even think like that at this stage?
Yeah, right now, man. I'm just too focused on Cory right now, man. I mean, to give you an answer though, it'd probably be better. Obviously, the whole Marab and him situation can only happen so many times. So the longer they're not in that situation, the better for the whole division. So I would say definitely we needed to lose then. So we're going on Malley, man. Get him out of there. Get him to go up to 45. Actually, no, we need him to win so you want to get kind of like give up the 35 thing and go up to 45. So
yeah, 100%. Well, one final question from me, Rob. I asked this to all my interview guests. Now, obviously, you're a little bit special since we speak day over day. But what I would like you to do is give me a walkthrough of the perfect fight day. So, what happens when you wake up in the morning on August 5th to when you go to sleep at night?
Wake up, enjoy a nice breakfast, hang out with my daughter. Last time I did some steak and eggs, and it was awesome. So I'm probably gonna go to steak and eggs again. Grab some coffee, relax, lay low. Obviously, take that nap, get my lunch, and then usually Tyson will come grab me. We'll get ready, prepare the bag, get all the necessaries. Obviously, mouthpiece, cup. They'll have everything else at the arena for us, and just clock in from there. From there, you know, we start slowly checking in mentally. We get to the shuttle, and then sorry, give me 1 second. Somebody's calling.
Little bit of a technical difficulty there, but Rob, you were talking about the perfect fight day. I believe you were up to just get into the arena.
Yeah, so jump into that shuttle, show up to the arena. Usually do the whole, you know, slow down, make you walk, do the whole camera walkthrough, get that done, and just once I get to like my holding area, usually take the piss test, and then we and we clock in again, like mentally start stretching, start warming up, put on the music, set the tone. Obviously warm up, get prepared, get that call in, like it's you know, they call your name, partner up, you start walking, put us in the holding spot, and then it's just go time, man. It's like that that roller coaster feeling. It's that like, holy shit, here we go. It's that, you know, it's just ready. Everything's heightened. Like you feel like you know, like you're on top of the world. It's just you have a job, you know what you got to go do, and it's just time to go do it. Make that walk, get announced, go in there, feint a couple times, jab Cory in the face, hit him with that right hand, and get the fuck out of there, man. In a perfect world, it goes like that. But again, obviously he's a tough opponent, so I'm prepared for that. Get him in, get out the first round, but it's gonna have to be I'm also prepared for a 5-round war, and having to dig deep and get creative and come back and you know, do whatever I got to do to get this fight. But in a perfect world, feint, a couple of jabs, a couple of right hands, we hurt them, put them down, get out, go home.
I love it. Final question. I did realize that was my final one, but I've got one more. Have you ever been to Nashville? And if so, if you haven't, what are you looking forward to seeing most?
Man, never been to Nashville. I'm excited for the music. I'm excited for the food. Yeah, I'm excited. It's gonna be pretty cool. Also, we have the team out there with us. They'll get to experience Nashville. So it's getting to see other people get experience you know, different cultures, different states, all because we're fighting is pretty cool too. So it's like this, you know, like appreciate what we get to do, take advantage of it, and then obviously enjoy some of that Nashville food afterwards, and just get home safely, and then back to work. We got to up the chase.
I love it. Rob, I think that's the best place for us to end. Thank you for your time as always. It's a pleasure to catch up, especially with all the news and all the changes that have been made. And I wish you the best of luck for August 5th.
My dude, appreciate you.